Bueno, aquí estamos con el grandioso actor Giancarlo Esposito. Thank you so much for accepting this interview. I really appreciate it. So, I would like you to describe your work, your trajectory. Um, how does it feel to be Giancarlo Esposito as an artist?
You know, I feel very blessed to be Giancarlo Esposito because I've had great opportunity to play very diverse characters. Many actors, they can become very famous. Some can become just celebrities and not known as grand acteurs. And others can be known for the depth of their work and for many different kinds of characters. So I think my interest was never to just play one character through my whole career, but to play many different characters and figure out how to reflect those characters and have them be a mirror for all different kinds of people. So I feel very satisfied at what I've been able to accomplish. And I feel like there's a lot more that I will accomplish that I haven't done yet. And I think that just to be successful as an actor playing one character of your whole career is already being a success. So I feel over the moon about what I've been able to do and some of the dreams and aspirations and hopes that I have for my future.
That's actually pretty powerful. Thank you. Um, so, Giancarlo, you were born in Denmark in 1958, and you arrived when you were 6 years old at Manhattan, and you debuted in Broadway on 1966. How was that whole trajectory?
You know, at that time, you didn't see many African Americans in the entertainment industry, in film and television. And I went to Broadway because I loved it, and I thought maybe that would be my whole life. But what I started to see when I looked out there was that Latinos, African Americans, Mexicans, Asians weren't depicted in film and television, and these are different ethnicities that I went to school with, and I scratched my head and I went, why? And I thought, well, I want to have the opportunity and ability to be able to show all of who I am. So you probably might be aware that I didn't mention my Italian part of me, right? I was born in Copenhagen, Denmark, raised in Rome, Italy, to an Italian father and a black mother. And so I could never play those characters when I was young because no one equated this brown skin color with being Italian. So then I made a decision that I didn't want to just be on Broadway because that was a small world. I wanted to affect a larger world of film and television, and I carved it out for myself. I didn't just go for African American roles. I learned how to play Spanish characters because I wasn't being hired as an African American, as a black person, right? So it gave me the opportunity, and through that, I developed a way to develop character, right? I hung out with my Spanish buddies. I learned some Spanish. And then when Spanish actors started to get strong, like John Leguizamo, David Labioso, all these actors, then I dropped away from playing Spanish actors because I wanted them to play who they really were. I still have yet to play the African American Italian that I want to play, but I have a project I'm developing to do that. So it shows the world that we, as ethnicities that are not as known or known as a stereotype, that stereotype can be broken, that we're human beings, that we are smart, intelligent, graceful. We know how to speak. We probably speak more than one language. And the world should have the opportunity to not judge us, but to understand our culture through seeing an example of who we really are in film and television.
Yeah. To be honest, I really, when I saw you on television, I thought you were Latino, and I was like, oh my God, like I really felt identified with you.
Many people do, and if I was a fraud or a fake, I would come here and pretend I was. But I'm an actor, and I champion the Latino people. I champion African Americans. I champion Russians, Italians, Jews, Palestinians. And so I feel like that's been my talent. And because I'm real, I want to be able. If I can convince you who are Spanish that I'm Spanish on television, I must be a pretty decent actor.
Yeah, you're a great actor, not decent. You're a great actor. And well, just how did you, or I mean, why did you accepted the invitation to come here at DesertCon?
Because here in Sonora, in Hermosillo, which I didn't even know where it was, you probably don't get an opportunity to meet people like me often. And I don't come for the money. I don't come for the glory. I don't come to be praised. I come because I'm interested in the people, because I'm interested in going to places I haven't been before, because an invitation is an invitation. If you offer someone an invitation, they should accept it. Like, I'm old school. You're invited. You shouldn't say no. You should do your research and know who's inviting you, and you should then make a conscious decision. If you're inquisitive, in wonder, enchantment, and joy, and want to know about some place you've never been before, then go, because you never know what might happen. Magic could happen, and as it did this time around for me here in Hermosillo.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. And just one last thing. When do you think you will come back here for the Pecherones?
The Pecherones, they've got me. I will come back as soon as I'm invited once again. I would love to return. It's been a great trip. It's been lovely to be exposed to a world that I didn't know about before. And so I guarantee you in the years to come, if you call, I'll come back.